Thailand, known as the Land of Smiles, is a bustling country of over 71 million people. They value their freedom of expression, speech, and religion. There are 51 indigenous languages, but the official language is Thai. The capital is Bangkok, and that is where we began our adventure. We're John and Bev, and we are the Retirement Travelers.
If you've been following along, you know that we're on a worldwide adventure. We're currently in Southeast Asia. In last week's video, we shared with you our travels in Cambodia to see the fabulous Angkor Wat and the Cambodian New Year festivals.
Yeah, and as a side note, we're writing blogs on all of our travels, so be sure to hop over to our website, retirementtravelers.com, to read those and save them to your Pinterest board.
Over the past few weeks, we traveled through the northern part of Thailand. We visited Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Chiang Rai.
In the next few weeks, we're heading south to Indonesia to visit Bali, so we decided to bypass the southern part of Thailand and to save it for another adventure.
So northbound we go.
We were so excited about this leg of the adventure because we absolutely love Thai food.
Yes, we do.
Northern Thailand is known for their spicy dishes, and as we traveled, we discovered some new favorites.
So even though Thai food was high on our list for both of us, we actually started our Bangkok adventure in Chinatown.
We sure did.
Now, if you're a foodie, and more importantly, if you love seafood, then Chinatown is a gastronomic experience that you do not want to miss. Many people consider this market the very best Chinatown market in the entire world. Now, for about a mile or so, you can walk along the street and watch street vendors sell their treats. This is a market area that isn't just popular with tourists, but with locals. Now, when you see locals lined up around one vendor, you know the food is good. We really didn't know where to stop, but we saw an empty table with orange plastic chairs and we grabbed it. Now, we did have some difficulty reading the menu, so we just told the waiter, we'll take what the next table had.
I know, and that turned out to be a good choice because this was a fish dish served over a flame. It was spicy and it was so good.
Oh my, that's delicious. Fish curry. Yum.
So our advice in Bangkok is make sure Chinatown is on the agenda.
Absolutely. Now, probably the most popular tourist spot in the city is Wat Pho. This is where the famous reclining Buddha is located. This Buddha is about 150 feet long and 50 feet tall and looks like it's solid gold.
Well, it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not.
But the entire complex is really beautiful, and you're free to just wander around. I think we only paid a couple of dollars to enter.
Yeah, we tried to spend more with the massage school that's on the grounds, but they were closed and we didn't get to do that, but maybe next time.
Bummer. You know, there are about 40,000 temples in Thailand. There's so many beautiful ones to visit just in Bangkok. And as with most temples in Thailand, you're welcome to enter, but you need to remove your shoes. You know, many of the temples require women to cover their knees with skirt or pants and also cover their shoulders. Some are a bit more restrictive about, the dress code, so you need to be prepared.
Overall, it's an interesting experience to visit them, especially ones that are active with worshipers and monks.
Bangkok has a great metro system and we used it a lot. Now, you should know there's two different systems owned by different parties, so a single pass doesn't allow you to use all the lines, but the fares are very inexpensive.
Yeah, you can also take the metro like we did from the airport to your hotel. So if you book near the metro, it is a great way to get around the city.
Another great place to visit is Lumpini Park. Now, it's here where you can see the monitor lizards. These are the ginormous lizards that live in the park and swim in the lake.
Did they kind of freak you out when you were running?
Yeah, I didn't get too close to them when I was running. They are a little freaky because they look like their cousins, the Komodo dragons, but these are completely harmless.
So overall, the cost of living in Bangkok is really low. So it's very affordable. And you can go the budget route or you can upgrade your experience to just about anything, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
But it is an easy city to get around in, and it's certainly an easy city to do without a guide.
Another detail is it's very easy to enter this country. U.S. citizens can get their passport stamped with basically no hassles, and you can stay in Thailand Thailand for up to 30 days on a tourist visa.
Our next stop in Thailand was Chiang Mai. You have a few options to get there. You can take an overnight train or bus that's about 9 or 10 and a half hours, or you can fly. And we chose to fly because the flights are so cheap.
Yeah, definitely fly.
Now, when we arrived, we grabbed a grab car, which is the Uber equivalent, and he took us to our lovely hotel, Rarinjinda.
Rarinjinda, yeah.
Something like that.
Now, as a disclaimer, we are just as bad at pronouncing Thai as we are with, say, Greek and Italian.
So this hotel had lovely grounds and a beautiful pool. They had a great breakfast every morning, and we felt like they took really good care of us. They also had a spa. Now, we scheduled a traditional Thai massage, and it was so nice. Now, it's the kind of massage that leaves you a little sore the next day.
I can still barely walk. Once again, there was a night market and great street food, but the very best thing we did was take about an hour drive from the city and go visit an elephant sanctuary. They picked us up at the hotel and we went to the Kerchor Elephant Eco Park.
Now, they probably have maybe 7 or 8 elephants, would you say?
I'd say that's right.
Yeah, so these are domesticated. Thailand has wild elephants in their national park that are protected, but these domesticated ones can't be rehomed there. Now, this sanctuary provides a really good home for them, and they take extra care of them to feed them properly. But the first thing we did when we arrived is we prepared their food for the day, and we learned some elephant words that they understood.
That's right. My favorite word was bum. I think it was the elephant's favorite word too, because that tells the elephant to lift her trunk so you can place the food directly in her mouth. Now, I had never stuck my hand in an elephant's mouth before, but I learned that their teeth are in the back, so I wasn't going to get bit, and it was kind of a cool feeling. So overall, they were very playful, and they were really just focused on getting a lot to eat.
Like us.
Yeah.
So mostly they ate bananas and sugar cane, but the balls that we fed them provided extra nutrients that helped regulate their digestion.
Yeah, she means help them poop.
And they loved doing that, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
They left their little treasures all over the place.
After feeding the elephants, we took them for a walk and we let them graze, and they returned for, yes, a mud bath. They literally just roll around like a pig, but you could
little piggies.
Little piggies, but you could tell they were loving it.
They also love the water hose. Now, this is the craziest thing, to see them grab the water hose and get a drink. Now, it looked like they were drinking out of like a straw, but that was kind of funny, wasn't it?
It was really fun.
They fought over the water hose. A brother and his sister were fighting. It was kind of cool to watch.
Now, and after the mud bath, they moved over to a pond and they went for a swim. But overall, we really highly recommend this park. It was so much fun, and it gave us a chance to learn about these beautiful creatures. It was just a great overall experience.
Yeah, it was. After Chiang Mai, we took a bus, the green bus, up to Chiang Rai. Now, this was a really nice bus. The ride was about 2 hours. It was not bad at all. They even gave us snacks, and the bus had a really clean bathroom.
Yeah, you just had to hold on when you were going around turns, but other than that, it wasn't bad. We got to see so much of the countryside, and it's actually easier than flying. By the time you go to the airport, I think the bus was faster, and we really enjoyed it.
When we arrived in Chiang Rai, we walked to our hotel, La Pata, from the bus station. We really liked this hotel. Now, they had a really nice breakfast, and I just think they were really friendly and helpful, and I don't know, this is the land of smiles. They smiled a lot at us.
Yes, it was a great place. You know, I think Chiang Rai was actually my favorite city of the three.
Yeah, I think it was my favorite too. It just felt more laid back and less hectic.
After that, we hired a Grab and we drove about 30 minutes to the White Temple. This is probably one of the most popular things to do in the area. Now, this temple is beautiful and very opulent. It's completely white on the outside and has tiny mirrors implanted in the design.
I didn't quite understand the entire complex. I mean, there were hands coming out of the water and skulls hanging from trees and dragons and other creatures.
Well, they did that for me because they know I love dragons. Now,
you do love dragons.
Once on the inside of the temple, the walls were all gold. Now, we weren't allowed to film in there, but once we kicked off our shoes, we were free to, enter and look around. In another area, they actually had figurines, and get this, they were Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, I don't quite understand that, okay, but that's what they had, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, overall, this complex was really beautiful and interesting. It's an eclectic mix of things, actually.
Now, I did have to wear a skirt, and we didn't bring one, but they let me rent one for maybe 50 or 60 cents, something like that. But overall, it was a really great experience, and we highly recommend this temple.
We once again hired a Grab to take us back to town, this time to the Blue Temple. Now, if you know me, you know I love West Virginia University, where I went to college, and this temple was the perfect combination of blue and gold. I mean, everything was blue and gold. It was so beautiful.
Did you think you were in heaven?
It was almost heaven, West Virginia.
Yeah. It was much smaller than the White Temple, but still, it was an active temple where people were worshiping, and that was interesting to watch.
When we left the temple, we hired a tuk-tuk to take us back to the hotel.
Yeah, we love tuk-tuks, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Now, one of the reasons we took this northerly route through Thailand was so that we could cross the border into Laos and take a cruise down the Mekong River. We had to get to the border, and our only option was a bus or maybe a 2-hour taxi ride. And since it was just two of us, we decided to take the bus. But it turned out to be a great experience.
It was a great experience. Now, imagine the worst school bus you took as a kid and multiply that by 10. This bus had no air conditioning, but at least it did have fans. They had the windows open, and we rode with the door open as well, so there was plenty of air movement. Even though it was not a luxury ride, I would give the experience a 4-star. I mean, the driver was nice. The people we met on the bus were wonderful. We met some nice Korean men and also a couple from the Czech Republic that we actually ended up having dinner with that night in Laos. I think we may have paid $4 each for the travel for both of us.
Yeah, it was truly a local experience. We stopped to deliver packages, we dropped off people as we went, but it was one of those times when we felt like we were truly on an adventure. I mean, we didn't sign up for a luxury experience, but it just felt great to be out there that day, didn't it?
It really did. We had a great time in Thailand, and we highly recommend you plan your own adventure here.
Yeah, next week we will take you into Laos and show you this beautiful country as we take a cruise down the Mekong River.
Be sure to hit subscribe and follow along on our retirement journey around the world.